Hi loves, it's Emmy. Welcome back to my channel if you are a returning subscriber or viewer. And welcome to my channel if you're new. So today's video is going to be a little bit weird because I haven't had a ton of stitching over the past, basically since my last video. It is my grad school midterm tomorrow. It's due tomorrow, and so I have been working diligently on that because, yeah, it's grad school. So I haven't got a ton of stitching done. I've actually been absent from Magical Stitches. I didn't do last week's homework because I think I literally got like 200 stitches in or something like that. And then this week's I haven't even, well, actually, no, that's not true. This week's I will be able to complete, but I'll tell you why in a little bit. So, big news, number one. Well, I have like big and bigger news. So big news number one is the Etsy shop is now open that I have with myself, my twin sister, and my older sister. We all make different things. A lot of my stuff, well, all my stuff right now is cross-stitch related. So I have some grime guards in there. I have some hand-dyed fabric. Eventually I will have some project bags. I haven't had time to make them yet. All my grime guards right now are 8x8. The fabric is relatively normal sizes. I do have some greeting cards in there right now. My twin sister has faux leather earrings. I'm wearing some that she made me right now. They're super light. They're awesome. And then she has a bunch of different kind of felt cutout earrings and stuff like that. Crazy cool designs like these ones. Oh, that's the back. There we go. They're dark blue. So yeah, the shop is now open. Woodlet Trading Post. I will link it down below. We also have that same handle for Instagram. So I'm the one that runs the Instagram right now. I don't do a ton of updates, but every time we post something in this shop, I will do an update. So if you're interested in just getting kind of like those little easy notifications, I do that. So my other big news, well, my bigger news. I'm going to my first ever stitching retreat. And you guys, I'm so freaking excited. I'm going to Stitch Shenanigans 2019 in Arizona, hosted by the lovely McKenna of Stitching in Sequence. I'm so excited. It was really short notice. I guess she had some cancellations. Michelle messaged Chelsea and myself and we're like, hey, it's 2 weeks out, but would you guys be able to go? So I scrambled. We're not like struggling, broke, but if you guys have watched my channel, you know that I am going back to school, left my career in mental health. So to say the least, the paychecks have been a little lower than we were used to. We knew that going into it. I don't want anyone to feel like, you know, you need to go buy something from my shop so that you can help me pay my bills. That's not it. We don't have kids. We have a dog. We just got used to a very, you know, we like nice things. And so it's just been funny for both of my husband's in finance, and so he does not like the idea of not being financially steady, because it stable's the wrong word, because like, you know, our mortgage gets paid, our bills get paid. We just don't have money to like go to movies all the time like we used to do, eat out all the time, buy things whenever we wanted to, all that kind of stuff. So for me, it's been funny because I don't think my husband has really ever like lived paycheck to paycheck. And I have. And so I'm always like, oh, hon, you know, like, come on, you're talking to the wrong person here. So I literally scrambled together. I was like, okay, I know that I'm going to be able to pay like the minimal amount. So I totally just on a whim threw it out to my parents. Every once in a while, you know, like my parents will, you know, put $100 in my bank account, just because I don't ask them for money. I have kind of tried to do the code of, I'm an adult, I'm not going to ask you for money, so then I can just go like use the money that I had to buy things, if I have the money to spend it on, extra things, then to me, I feel bad than asking you for money, if that makes sense. So anyways, I totally put it out there that like, hey, just wanted to know if any of you guys would be interested in loaning me some money so I could go to a fun thing. If not, no big deal. Like, I had zero expectations. I was just like, if not, not a big deal. It's whatever. So my dad texted me the next morning. He was like, hey, sorry, I was asleep or something. I don't know, who knows? And thankfully, I could get a flight from Eugene to Mesa. The retreat's in Chandler, Arizona, and so the airport in Mesa is only like a 15-minute drive to the hotel. So he had some Allegiant rewards, and so thankfully we got a flight out of Eugene for like under $300. That left, departed and arrived at perfect times. So he actually offered to pay for my ticket, which I was like, oh my gosh, Dad, I was like so grateful and so thankful. So, I was really excited. The problem was we found out that there was an opening, or Michelle messaged myself and Chelsea. Chelsea can't go, which we're really bummed about. But anyways, this is going to be really scatterbrained because I literally needed to take a break from typing and looking at a computer for the last week and a half. So, because I've been doing my midterm, and then I was like, I have to take a break. I have to like not do anything. So I was like, hey, let's film just a little quick video. So that's why it's kind of scatterbrained, because my brain is like literally in 4 different places. Anyways, Chelsea can't go. We're really sad and we're really going to miss her. But hopefully we're just going to take a lot of pictures. And I joked that I was going to like print out her picture and make it like Flat Stanley, and then it would be like, Chelsea's with us, smile. But I was like, that might be a little creepy. Anyways. This is gonna be a weird one. So when Michelle messaged Chelsea and I, it was the Sunday going into spring break for my place of employment. I work at a high school, which poses a concern for asking for time off. So basically, I told McKenna, I was like, hey, I'm trying to put some things in order. Oh, my mom also lives in Arizona part-time. And so I was like, hey, can I stay with you? It was going to be like an hour drive back and forth because she lives in Litchfield Park. But she was like, yeah, that's fine. So I didn't have to pay for a hotel room. Awesome. Dad paid for my flight. Wonderful. I could afford the $150 that the retreat cost. Like I could do that. Thankfully it was like taxes were done. So we got some money coming back. And my husband was like, yeah, that's fine. So I found out on Sunday about this whole thing. Got the okay from my mom. Yes, I could stay with her, on Sunday night. My dad was like, yeah, I can pay for your ticket on Monday morning, of spring break. So now I'm in spring break. I told my dad, I was like, hey, just, hang out. I'll let you know when I know if I can get off work. So I emailed my supervisor and I was like, hey, here's the deal. I know it's spring break. There's a fat chance you're going to answer your email. Here's a situation. Well, I had 2 personal days that I could use. So that wasn't my concern at all. My concern was that I didn't know if someone else had already taken that day off and or too short of notice. I don't know. Tuesday goes by and I was like, ooh, it's killing me because I'm a planner. And so just me trying to plan things all revolved around if I could actually get the time off of work. It's not a good look for me. Not a good look. Not one of my brightest moments. I'll say that. So I text my friend who's my coworker, and I was like, look, you've worked here longer than I have, because this is my first school year there. You've worked here longer than I have. What do you think my chances are? And she was like, if you have the personal time, I would say you're fine, you know? And so I was like, all right. I was like, all right, girl. I'm throwing it up there. So I text my dad because the flights were getting like increasingly more expensive. And obviously I was trying to keep the cost down because he was paying for it. So finally on Wednesday, like mid-morning, or maybe it was even Tuesday night, I texted him and I was like, hey, let's just book it. You know, if we eat the $300, if I, for some reason, can't go, it is what it is. I'll pay you back the $300. So thankfully he was like, okay, cool. Booked the ticket. Wednesday night comes along, and if you guys have watched my other floss tubes, you know this. My cat passed away on Wednesday night. So then I had like that whole thing, and then I literally didn't stitch for, oh no, that was Tuesday night. So Wednesday and Thursday I literally did nothing. Didn't think about it. And then Monday rolls around. And I am like itching to get back to work. Also, I can literally walk my ass down to the district office and be like, hi, I'm requesting these 2 days off. Can I have them off, please? So for some reason, I didn't get time. I didn't get time to do that. I put in the like formal sheet response that you're supposed to fill out for like requesting it off. Turned that in Monday morning, but then I didn't hear anything. And I like kept checking my email and kept checking my email. And so then Tuesday morning rolls around, and McKenna had just messaged me, and she was like, hey, have you heard anything from your work? Like, if you can go? And I was like, no, but let me go check. Like, let me just go talk to somebody. So sure enough, I walked down to the head secretary, who I turned the sheet into. And I was like, hey, do you know how long it takes for one of the principals to sign off on the time off request? And she goes, oh, you're good. She goes, if you have the 2 days like banked, if you haven't used them yet, she goes, she never says no, so you're fine. So I was like, hallelujah, oh my God. So I immediately messaged McKenna, and I was like, I'm in, I got it off. I messaged Michelle. I was like, everybody, as I'm like trying to dodge high school kids walking through the halls. So excited that I'm going to go to a cross-stitch retreat. So anyways, that is the story of that. So now I have just been like trying to save up and trying to, unfortunately, I haven't been stitching because I've been working on my midterm. But it's okay because I'm going, and I leave tomorrow at like 9 o'clock at night. I get into Mesa at like 11:30. I'll get to the hotel around midnight, 12:15. Oh, and that was the other thing. On about Thursday or Friday, my mom texts me because she also has a house in Portland. Well, she has 2 houses in Portland. Don't get me started. She's like a real estate mogul. And she was like, hey, so what date are you coming in? And so I told her, I was like, oh, it's like the 12th through the 13th or whatever. And she goes, okay, because that's when the flooring is going to be delivered to the condo that I need to be there for. And I was like, okay, so what are you telling me? Long story short, she's like, I need to be in Portland because like they messed up the order before. And I was like, oh, shoot, okay. But then the more we started kind of talking through it, I was like, okay, number one, like, it's not like I'm just coming down to hang out with you. It would be a totally different story if I was just going to be hanging out all day and we were going to be shopping and, you know, reminiscing about things and, you know, going to dinner and stuff. I was like, but I'm not. I'm literally just using your house as a crash pad. Number two, it's over an hour drive. Like, it's on highways, but it's at least an hour drive. And so I was like, you know what? I was like, honestly, if you could spot me for a hotel room, I could totally ask McKenna if there's any people who are still looking for roommates. That might be the best thing. And she was like, yeah, you know what? That sounds good. So sure enough, McKenna, I messaged McKenna and I was like, hey, if there's any, you know, buddy that would be, and this is now like, we're right at like 2 weeks out. Cause it was like a Thursday. And so she put a message in the Stitch Nanigans group, thankfully, and found somebody that did need a roommate. So I am going to be staying at the hotel, which is lovely because now I can consume alcohol and not have to worry about driving home. So, we're already 15 minutes in and it's like crazy sauce. But anyways, so I wanted to come on really quick. You guys won't see this video until I'm back from Arizona. But I wanted to kind of give you guys, oh, there's a bug in here, like an all-inclusive, this is my time at retreat. Because it's my first time going to a retreat. I have gone in to do like a stitch in, sort of. When Michelle and I went to Acorns, she just messaged like 3 or 4 people and we're like, hey, we're going to be up there. Do you guys want to come stitch with us? We'll ask Janine if we can, hang out at the shop. So the most I've ever stitched with is like 4 other people. That's it. So, you guys, I'm nervous. I get these waves of like, I'm nervous, I'm excited, I'm overwhelmed, I'm intimidated. Like, it's crazy, and I don't know why, Like, I don't know why I have these feelings, especially the ones of, like, I'm nervous to meet people, because, and I feel like it's because, like, this whole, like, FlosTube, I mean, I say it in quotes, but you know what I mean, like, because there are people who are, like, FlosTube famous, and that sounds, and you guys know, I love giving Michelle shit about it, because Chelsea and I always joke with her that she's FlosTube famous. But like it's a thing, like it's a real thing. We were actually joking a couple Sunday stitches. We were joking because we were like, how did we make the connection that like I was in Eugene, Michelle was talking, and I was like, oh, because I totally fangirled you. And she was like, what? And I was like, oh, yeah, totally. Like, I was watching one of your videos, and then you said, yeah, we'd fly into Portland, and then Eugene, and I was like, wait a minute. And then she, then, like, actually, like, looking at her videos, I was like, okay, yeah, you totally live right next to me. But it's a thing. Like, it's a real thing. And it's funny because it's like, okay, I'm 31. Right? Yeah, I'm 31. I don't know, whatever, who cares? I'm in my early 30s. No, I'm 31, that's right. God. This is how frazzled my brain is, you guys. It's a thing because you get to know people through their FlosTubes. And, I've shared stuff with you guys, like when my cat passed away. And I've shared things about my personal life with you. I mean, not like, crazy stuff. I haven't had a lot of crazy stuff go on. But, this community is a very supportive community. And so when I'm on here talking, like people have said this before, I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to a screen, right? But when I watch videos, I feel like that person is talking to me. And so you do have this connection. It's a conversation that you're having. And so to that extent, people who come on week after week, who are so consistent and so into it and really do like enrich this community, those are the people that it's like excited, nervous to meet, because they're the ones that when you first started out cross stitching and you first joined FlosTube, those are the people that you were excited to watch. When they shouted out your name, it was like, oh my God, like still to this day. Michelle just bought a piece of hand-dyed fabric from me. And she was like, oh yeah, and Emmy with the training post, blah, blah. And I was like, oh my God, Michelle Benny said my name. Like, it's funny. But anyways, so I'm so excited. And so I will be taking you guys along through my journeys. So this is video number 1. And I'm going to spice it all together. So it's going to be like probably like over an hour, maybe even over an hour and a half. I'm going to try to keep it down, keep my excitement down. But I'll be spicing in pictures, videos, anything like that. So I will hop on tomorrow right before I leave and film a video about what I'm going to take. So anyways, I'm so excited, you guys. And I will see you later. Bye. Hey guys, so I wanted to hop back on real quick and talk to you guys about what I am taking to Arizona. I was thinking about doing it tomorrow right before I left. Today's Wednesday, so I'm gonna leave Thursday night. But I figured I don't want to try to push anything until tomorrow, so I figured excuse me, I would just hop on here real quick and show you guys currently what I'm planning on taking. So right now I'm at 4 projects that I'm taking. And yeah, I'll show you. So the first one is my Dumbo, and I'm taking my Dumbo because for Magical Stitches, we're supposed to work on something that's vying for our attention, and you know, that's the Scabbers and Crookshanks battle. This is a battle. I love this piece. It's so cute, but I just can't get motivated to finish it, and I need to because it's a present for a friend. So my hope is that by taking it to Arizona with me, I will have some time to at least get some stitches in it, because I think once I get past the blue-gray combined threads, I think it'll be okay, because there's like some pinks and that kind of stuff, and then there's the back stitching, which is just in black, and there's not a ton of it. So I'm really close. So I'm going to take this one with me. My second piece is my smalls piece for the Stitcher's Coven. Hold on, I'm moving my keyboard real quick. That I'm also relatively close to a finish on. And that is this guy. Hold on, now it's all stuck. Okay. It is that guy. You can kind of see it like that. So, just a little small for the exchange that we are doing in that group. I got a lot of stuff going on. I should be finishing packing. I just turned in my midterm. Woo! So that is done and over with. I am so flippin' excited. I think I'll put that in there, I guess. No, I'm not in here. I need to get another thing for in here because this is not cutting it. But anyways. Yeah, it's not gonna work. It's just one of those days. Alright, so I'm gonna bring that one. And then the 2 bigger projects that I'm gonna take, well, okay, there's actually 5 that I'm thinking about taking. The problem is I know I'm gonna bring all these projects, and then I'm not gonna, I'm gonna be chatting and talking and whatever. So yeah, I changed my mind. I'm only gonna bring these 4. The other one is my Lord of the Rings sampler that I created myself, and I need to get all the thread for this, but that's where I'm at so far on that one. I didn't show you Dumbo because I haven't done any progress on it in forever. So I think I pulled all the flosses. There is a little local needle shop really close to us, so if I don't get to pull all the threads that I need, I'll be fine. And then the last one I'm going to take, and I toyed around with taking this, but I'm really enjoying it right now. I'm really enjoying stitching on it. Is one of my hates. And it's Toil. So that's where I'm at right now. And I'm really enjoying stitching on it. I don't know if it's because there's a lot of different color changes. It's confetti heavy, but there's 10 plus stitches in each color at least. So you get the sense of confetti in like you get to change floss, but it's not, one stitch. And yeah, so I'm really enjoying this one. So I'm going to take this one. And this one this is where I made my little watermelon. I don't even know what I'm calling these guys. But, so yeah, so those are the 4 that I'm taking right now. As of 11 o'clock on Wednesday night. I don't think I'm going to take any more. I am. There are 2 projects that I'm planning on purchasing the charts for if I can find. One is the Roveris mermaid and pirate skeleton couple pattern. It's Roveris, I think. I want to stitch that for my sister and her now husband as kind of like a little wedding sampler, and I dyed my blue fabric for that. And then the other one that I want to try to find, I have something in mind. I know I want a mermaid, and I know I want a very green mermaid. I'm thinking a Nora Corbett, right? Yeah. But I haven't found one that's really like totally spoken to me. And I say very green because I want to stitch it on the fabric that I dyed that was like the blue and purple. Really pretty, not the lighter one that looked almost like cotton candy-ish, but like the violet purple and then the like light blue kind of, ink blot-ish spot. I would really love to stitch just like a really pretty green mermaid on there. So yeah, that's what I have so far. And that's why I'm probably going to bring those 2 pieces of fabric that I'm going to stitch those 2 charts on. So if I find them, the charts that I can start those. And that would be a fun, start. I don't think I'm going to bring any grime guards to like sell or anything. I'm obviously going to bring all my project bags that I have stuff in and grime guards. So if people are interested, then they can, I can tell them, here, go buy it right now. I'm not going to get it shipped to you till at least Monday, but yeah. I think that's it. I'm like giddy excited. I need to pack. I'm finishing up some laundry right now. It is my bedtime. I need to go to bed. But I'm excited. Okay, tired. I think just going through this experience, and like I said, I'm a first timer, okay? Retreat, newbie, virgin, whatever you want to call it. But going through the experience of trying to find somebody to room with and the short time that I've been able to interact with people on the Facebook group for the retreat specifically, the people have been lovely. Like, I'm so excited. I see people's pictures and I still get that like intimidated, nervous feeling. But it's like an excitement because I know there's going to be people that are in the same boat as me that like have never been to a retreat before. There's probably people who don't even know anybody that are going to go. So, and yeah, like I know Michelle, but anyone else, I've never met them. Like I've talked to McKenna through Instagram Messenger, but like I've never met her. So I'm just excited to like, because I don't think the expression like put a name to a face or like put a face to a name is applicable, but I think it's like almost like I want to like hear someone's voice in real life, if that makes sense. So anyways, that's what I'm really excited about. Yeah, I will check in with you guys tomorrow when I'm getting ready to go in the airport. I do have to get there pretty early because how Allegiant does their flights, you have to check in super early. They're really finicky about that kind of stuff. So I'll be hanging out at the airport stitching for a while. But that's fine. I don't mind. I'm a person that gets there, 4 hours ahead anyways, or more like 3. Thankfully our airport isn't that big. So if I get there 2.5, 3 hours before my flight, even on a crazy busy day, I'll be fine. the airline that I'm taking though is Allegiant, and they basically like you have to check in at least an hour ahead, because an hour ahead, how they keep the cost down is basically like they don't employ a ton of people, and they use, you know, it's small little like not hopper flights, but like they're small planes, and you have to pay for everything. But anyways, so an hour before the flight is like expected to take off, they close the front gates, like the check-in gates, and the person that has checked you in, like, and got your boarding pass before you get through security is the same person at like the terminal that like takes your ticket to get on the plane. So an hour before, like if you're there 45 minutes before, like nobody's going to be there to check you in, which means you can't get on the flight. So they're very rigid about that. They're very strict about that. And it's not like a me thing. They just don't have the numbers to do that. It's like the same person. So my husband's going to take me to the airport, which will be fun. I think he's excited to just have kind of like a weekend to himself. But yeah, I'm excited. I said that before. It's going to be a broken record, you guys. But hopefully you guys will have so much fun. You'll hopefully be there with me in spirit. Here we go, guys. I need to start packing. Well, yeah, start. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I need to start packing and getting everything together. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully at the airport after I am all checked in. All right. Bye, guys.
All folks on the flight decks want to extend our welcome aboard Legion Air Flight 585 non-stop service to the Phoenix Mesa Airport. As previously mentioned, 1 hour and 58 minutes. As usual, we expect some bumps in our climb out as well as our descent into Arizona tonight. If you folks can do me a favor, please pay close attention to that fasten seatbelt sign. As soon as we get up to a safe, comfortable cruising altitude, we'll get that off to you as soon as possible. Right now, we just have to finish up a little paperwork, and we should be underway. Once again, welcome aboard.
Yeah, I'm so excited right now. We just boarded. I'm literally the last seat. And there's nobody next to me in the middle seat or the aisle seat. And you guys, I'm freaking pumped. I literally got delayed like almost an hour, but like I don't even care, because like literally I'm at that like nothing can hold me down kind of a feeling. Anyways, I'll check in with you guys when I land. All right, I'm so excited. I made it. There's literally like no one here. I think we're the last flight to get in, but we're here. I'm about to pick up my bags and let's get going. All right, y'all. Oh, look at this hair. This is airplane hair for sure. Yay. I made it. I'm alive. I got into my room around 1 a.m. last night. My roommate was amazing. She'd already gone to bed, but she was like, just knock really loud and you'll be fine. So I did. And oh my gosh, guys, look at my hair. It's disgusting. I need to do something with it, but so yeah, so I'm ready to go. I got some coffee. I made some coffee in the room. I'm gonna like go get like actual coffee in a little bit, but I'm excited, you guys. I'm just so excited that I'm here. I'm like, this can't be happening. It's surreal. I don't know. But anyways, I will check in with you guys when I get down there. Yay. Bye, guys. Hey guys, wow. I can't even, you guys. It's amazing. Like, no joke, it's amazing. So today is Friday. It's the end of, for me, day one. And like, you guys, it's crazy. Like, I was talking to wonderful ladies that I've met all day. And like, there's just something about being able to be around people that are like in your tribe, you know, and people that are like, you guys, you know, you can just sit, like you can have a full-on conversation with somebody for like 15 minutes and then you can sit in basic silence for the next 15 because you're stitching, and like it's just, it's amazing. So the retreat so far is amazing. I'm gonna say amazing, fantastic, stunning, a lot. So just bear with me. So obviously I have some things to show you guys. I did get some stitching done, not like a ton, but I made some progress, and I think that's kind of, you know, what it's about. I had a really hard time picking projects to come, so I think that was kind of part of it. So first things first, we all got these project bags, which are awesome. When we first got there, the contents was a little skeleton guy. I want to try to make him more stable and make him into some kind of zipper pull, because I think that'd be really cool. And then we got a list of everybody that was in attendance and their YouTube channel and or Instagram handle. So that was super cool. And then we also got a chart for Stitch Shenanigans 2018. So I'm excited to dye some fabric. I might actually put this on. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, I'm really excited to do that. So that was what we basically got, like when we signed in, when we got our name tag and everything, which was cool, you know. Like, I think for me, like, I wasn't expecting anything, and like I was just expecting to, sorry, I'm trying to get this back in here, like just, you know, like to have a good time. And so to even just like get like a little project bag and the chart was like super awesome. So I'm really happy about that. Then Abby, who is Top Knot Stitcher, I believe, I could probably just look on my chart, but brought in the bags from Target that Arlene Cohen stitched on. And she basically kind of took them apart and then stitched on them. So they have these holes in them, and Arlene said that she thought it was like an 11 count. So I got a little like makeup-y bag, and then a big black bag. She bought like 3 of each color or whatever. I totally want to go try to find more because they're freaking awesome. So I thought it would be really cool to make this, because it's a pretty good size bag. I thought it'd be cool if I stitched the design that I made for Chelsea and Michelle and I that says "On Sundays we stitch," and this could be like my stitching bag, and then this could be like my little accessory bag. So that's hopefully what I'm gonna do with that. Okay, next was the freebie table. So I forgot to show you guys what I brought. And this is something like on this, I don't know what it's from. Is it from that maybe? Whatever. It's like black fuzz all over my... I don't understand why hotels have white linens. Yeah, I'm in bed right now, by the way. Okay, so there was a freebie table. And I brought some stuff to put in there, stuff that I wasn't using. And so I took some things. And I'll show you what I got. So the first thing is I've never used thread conditioner, thread wax, anything like that. But there was a Thread Heaven. So I figured I would try it. There's also 2 skeins of the Mosale Autumn Meadow. So I picked both of those up. I thought that would just be fun to add to my collection. There was a lot of like little like ornament size, well, not ornament size, there was some ornament size, but there was some like little, 12 by 12 fabric. So I found this 14 count green for Christmas, basically. And then I also found a red. And then here is an 18 count, like, cream. It's an Aida as well. And then there was a 22 count Hardanger. An 18 count white Aida. And then someone had hand dyed 2 little bookmark, or no, just 1 bookmark, but you could cut it into 2. A bookmark size, a 14 count Serenity Blue. Looks like that. So here, I'll show you this. That side's prettier. So I have no clue I'm gonna do that, but it was really pretty. I liked it. So yeah. And at first I felt like I was kind of like timid about like going over there and like taking stuff, but then McKenna was like, take it, because I don't want to take it home with me. So I was like, okay, I didn't feel bad. So then I found, and I really liked the chart that was on the very front of it. I haven't looked through it actually, but the Cross Stitch and Country Crafts, it has like a Moby Dick kind of whale, but I just freaking loved it. I'm usually not into like super nautical stuff, but that was just awesome. And then I've been really into alphabets lately. So there was this one, Basic Alphabets. And then, let me find the other ones, because, oh, there's more fabric. Oh, what do you know? It was hiding from me. Where's it? Oh, and then that one. And then I think that's all the alphabets. Oh, nope. Script alphabet. So, oh yeah, and then I found another 22 count Hardanger. It's like a yellow. So, and a lot of the lighter fabrics I totally got to dye. So, and then there was also a linen. It's a 28 count Mandarin. It's Fabrics by LJ. But it looks really pretty, if you guys can see that. So, usually I'm not a big, like, pink and orange person, but for some reason this one just kind of really called to me. So, yeah, there you go. Okay, back to little charts and things. So then I have no interest in making the bag. Folda bags? Folba? I don't know. I think these were big in the 90s and stuff. No interest in stitching any of the actual bags, but the motifs are darling. And so stitching just pieces of it, I think I'm gonna really like. So I got that. I also got Twisted Threads Spelling Bees, because how cute is that? I know this is gonna be all like, backwards to you guys, but sorry. And then I got a Dickens Christmas Village. This is by Douglas Designs. And I don't know. I thought those were super cute. I don't know what it is about them. I think I like the old-timey-ness of them. And then I also got an Erica Michaels teacher's heart because, let's be honest, anything that has to do with a teacher, I will buy. So I got it mainly for the pencil. Like, look at that pencil. How cute is that? Ugh, adorable. And then it says a teacher takes a hand with a giving heart. Yeah. So I got it mainly for the pencil. And then I have one of these that I think is like an everyday designs, but I also got it's Donna Cooler's 555 Christmas cross stitch designs. And I really like these two. These are just like little motifs that are really cute. So yeah, I feel like every time I went over there was new stuff. And so it was kind of cool to just kind of, it was a good reason to like get up and walk around, you know, like after you've been sitting, stitching. So that was cool. Then I did go to the attic. It was lovely. It was wonderful. Oh, and then I also, first though, I don't know who this is. I will try to figure out who it was. They were at the freebie table, but it's a scissor fob, you guys. Oh my gosh, right? Like, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at that charm. It's actually like 2 charms on there. Oh, come on. Don't focus on me. Focus on, but like, yeah, stunning. And then this is a little unicorn up there. Oh, come on, focus. Come on. They're pearl. Okay, well, hopefully you can see. It's a little unicorn. How cute, right? And then Michelle, I don't know her last name, but she's what everyone referred to as the Aussie. She gave us all these little koala clippies, which I think are so cute. I don't know where I'm going to put him yet, but... and then McKenna also gave us these really cute little sachets of lavender, which I freaking love lavender, you guys. It's so relaxing. So I put it in my bag, and then like everything that I got out of it, I got like the smell of lavender, and I loved it. Then Jen from Delicious Threads had a bunch of needle minders, and I scored those too. Poe and the 3 of Swords. Why are you just focusing, you guys? Pissing me off. Try to freaking focus. Ah. Whatever. You guys can tell. So pumped about that. I'll probably buy more from her too, but I just had to hold myself back a little bit. Okay. There was a super cute little quilt shop right by the attic. Or not by the attic, by the hotel that I went to and got a couple different things for project bags. So first I had to get these 2 to coordinate to make a really pretty project bag. Then I had to get something that obviously would be memorable for my Arizona trip. So I got these saguaro cacti, and then that to go on the inside. Super pretty. And then, okay guys, jokingly, not jokingly, but anyways, my brain, you guys, today. I had been texting or messaging with Michelle and Chelsea a week or so ago, maybe, week and a half ago, about this tulip pink fabric that I thought was adorable. And it had raccoons on it. I freaking found it, you guys. And she didn't have a bolt, or I'm assuming it's she, because it was a lady that was in the shop. I couldn't find a bolt of it. And so she literally just had a fat quarter of it. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I picked that up, obviously. And then I picked up this coordinating. It's not a tulip pink. It's just one that they had. But I liked the little designs of it. So those were cute. Liked those a lot. Got some little fat quarters to go home with me. The attic. So I will start off by saying I have never cross-stitched a pattern. I've never stitched a sampler before. And the attic is known for samplers. Like, it's like the thing. And when you go in, you see that. I will have already posted videos of the attic, I assume. Sorry, I'm trying to get this fabric back in here. They're everywhere, you guys. They're on every inch of every wall, for the most part. And it's not all samplers, but there's stitched pieces on every part of every wall, which is awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it was a little overwhelming, for sure. As someone who I'm a very visual person, and so when I see something, like when I see it stitched on the wall, I'm like, oh, I want that. And it was kind of hard to find things. Like, when it was on the wall, it wasn't a guarantee they had it in the store. So that was a little like, oh man, if you found one that you really liked. But I'll show you what I got. Because I did purchase a sampler that I would like to start. Okay, so they all gave us these little corner gauges if you mentioned that you were with Stitch Nanigans. So from the Blue Flower, I got Mermaid's Garden because, hello, it says, if you have a garden and a library, you have everything you need. Yes, please. And she's a mermaid with like a big sun hat, reading a book. Like, come on. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. I freaking love it. Then, go figure, the Scarlet House. This is a 1871 schoolhouse sampler. Which I love those trees and that apple. Like, oh my gosh, you guys. Adorable. Then I found the Roveris chart for my sister. So I'm excited to start stitching that one. And then I got another Scarlet House, the Queen's Garden. And then this one I thought was so cute. Fairy Wool in the Wood. Somebody else has a chart by them. I can't remember. But this one's called Rain, Rain, Go Away. And it's because it always rains in Oregon and the Pacific Northwest. And I love the rain, but I just thought this was like with the gnomes and the mushrooms, and it was just so cute. So then I found by Carriage House Samplings, A Haunting Mermaid. She's stunning. She says, a haunting mermaid mid the swell and rapture of the summer sea, a siren of elusive spell, born of the womb of mystery. I love that. And then she has kind of like a haunted coloring. Why don't you freaking focus? Stupid thing. Anyways. And then I found this one, and this was actually like after I had found my sampler that I wanted, because that was like my goal. I was like, okay, I want to find one sampler that I want to stitch. And it was from Carriage House Samplings, which I love Carriage House Samplings. And it's called A Mind Independent and Free. It's a sampler. And I'll read you the quote because I was like, yeah, need to have that in my life. It says, no glory I covet, no riches I want, ambition and beauty are nothing to me. The one thing I beg of good heaven to grant is a mind independent and free. Mary Beth Marsh is my name, and with my needle I worked the same. This work complete, whatever date. But I was like, yes, please. Smash the mother patriarchy, right? I loved it. I loved it. And obviously I'd do some color changes because I want that to be, like, I want people to freaking see this when they walk in. So, my sampler that I got. Everybody was like, that's one you got for your first sampler. But my hope is that it's not crazy, crazy, crazy. So, it's called Three Things. And it is by Moira Blackburn. And that is what it looks like. So, it's big. They had it stitched, I think, on an 18 count. And the 18 count is 14.6.19.9 inches. Big. Yeah. Okay, that's all because I need to go call my husband, but I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Hold on. Bye. Okay, sorry. He just kept calling me. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm like, decline. So, anyways. So 3 things. So, yeah. So, on 18 count, it is basically like 15 by 20 inches. It is, the stitch count is 263 by 359. So, I mean, it's, you know, it's smaller than some of my Hades. Like, the size isn't what bugs me. I think I will be more inclined to stitch it, rather than a Hade because it's not full coverage. And I love my Hades, don't get me wrong, but, like, I did a lot of work this morning on toil, but it's like, you can't even freaking tell, you know, so, anyways, but that is 3 things sampler, and this isn't a technical reproduction, but she created this, it says, inspired by samplers admired in museums, designed with threads and fabric chosen to look aged and authentic. Yeah. Awesome. I'm really excited. The model that they had was, it was gorgeous. I almost want to go take a picture of it, and I want to ask them if we go back tomorrow. There also was another one that I found like right when we were leaving, because like I said, there's so much there, you guys. Like it's crazy. But so if there is a group going tomorrow, which I assume there will be, or if not, I'll just take an Uber. Oh, you know what? I need to take an Uber anyways because I need to get in and out for lunch. Because I can't leave Arizona and I'm not really going to have time. Well, I could have, no, I don't want to chance it. So yeah, so that's my plan tomorrow. I will take a little bit of time and do that. But I want to go take a picture of the one that they did and ask them if they did it in the called for colors, because they did it in DMC. So I'm assuming that's what it is. But anyways, that's it, guys. I'm gonna go to bed and freaking, I'm not even gonna go to bed though because I'm excited. Like, I didn't want to leave the stitching that we were doing, but like I was exhausted. So I was like, in order to be successful tomorrow in my endeavors, I need to freaking go to bed. So yeah, tomorrow I assume I will have more crap that I took from the freaking freebie pile, because why not? And yeah, maybe 2 more things from the attic. We'll see. All right. Bye, guys. Hey guys, so I did not do any kind of videos for yesterday. Yesterday was Saturday. It was like for me it was the second day. Hold on, I need to sneeze now. Maybe not. So for me it was the second day. For a lot of people that had got here on Thursday, obviously it was the 3rd day. You guys, like, so much fun. And I hate that I keep saying that because I feel like I don't want people to think like if they didn't come that, you know, like they missed out on all this crazy stuff. I mean, yes, you miss out on stuff, but, you know, like for me, I think that was just motivation to like try to come to a retreat, you know? But like, no joke, like this community is amazing. The amount of people that I met by just like, I put my stuff down the first day on Friday, there was an open seat and I put it down, and I've made friends that like, you know, like, I mean, I hope I keep for a lifetime. Like, it's just, it's awesome. So if you didn't make it to this retreat, or you have no plans of making retreats in the future, like, just hang on, you know, because like, you never know. There might be a time when you get a message from a friend that's like, hey, there's a spot opening. Do you want to come? And then weirdly you can make it work. Let's see. I'm excited to go home because I miss home, but also like I don't want to leave. It's just, the atmosphere is awesome. Like just walking around and seeing what people are stitching on. Sometimes it's a chart that you have never heard of before, and so that's really cool, to get some ideas. And sometimes it is, you know, you've heard of it, but you've never like seen it stitched, and you see it stitched and it's, you know, gorgeous. There was one like that. A woman is stitching Land of Liberty, I think it's called. Not Seeds of Freedom. I think it's Land of Liberty. I can't remember, but it's like a big sampler with Independence Hall on it, and like, you know, totally like historical. It's big. And I had always seen it online and I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. But I saw her stitching it and I was like, it's in my Etsy cart right now because it's stunning. I literally just saw her, all she has, I mean, she has like the border, I think, but then she has like one of the flower motifs that's up in the top two corners. And I fell in love with the flower. I was like, oh my gosh, that's stunning, because the motif is just detailed and the colors are fabulous. And she was like, oh yeah, it's this one. And I was like, in my head, I'm thinking like, no way. Like, I've seen that one before. I wanted it, but I never saw it like in person, you know? It is a big enable fest, like for sure. But I feel like that's kind of like half the battle. But yeah, anyways, yeah, I'll check in with you guys when I get to the airport. I leave in about an hour, so I'm going to go down, and hang out for a little bit, get some coffee, and say bye to everyone, which would be so sad. But I will check in with you guys later. Okay, bye. Hi, loves. Just go right into itching my boob. Let's just. Well, you know how they say it's not a floss tube if you don't have to film it twice? I had my first incident. I've been talking to my computer for the last 45 minutes. But somehow, at some point, I accidentally closed out my iMovie. So when I hit done recording, the whole thing just went, ooh, and closed. So here we are, take number 2. Y'all, I just came back from retreat. Stitch Shenanigans 2019 in Arizona is in the books, and it was phenomenal. I joked with Michelle this morning because I sent her a message. I was like, hey, hope you, have safe travels, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, I don't even know how I'm going to come on here and do a floss tube because, like, and she goes, oh yeah, she goes, I usually just say, it was epic, here's what I bought. And that's basically what I'm going to do for you guys, because there are no words. Like, there are literally no words. And, like, meeting all the amazing people, stitching, obviously, my husband laughed because he picked me up from the airport yesterday and he goes, did you have fun? And I was like, yes. Oh my gosh, I had like literally the time of my life. And he goes, what'd you guys do? And I was like, we stitched. And he's like, yeah, but like, was it like a trade show or like, and I was like, no, honey, like, it was a retreat, you know, because I think he was thinking more like a convention, you know, with like a ton of people there where you don't get to, you know, like see people and interact with people. And, you know, I was like, no, there was about, you know, like 70 to 80 people there. You know, we rented out a ballroom. You know, we just sat in, you know, at big tables of about 8, and just stitched and talked and laughed and danced and sang and went shopping and went to go have lunch and dinner and coffee. And, you know, I was like, that's just what we did. And he kind of was like, cool, you know, but whatever. So I don't know what to say because I know anything I say won't be as blank as it was. Fantastic, awesome, amazing, epic, phenomenal. Like those words describe it. But being there was like, I'm speechless. And I don't want to rub it in for people who weren't there because it's not like oh, I got to go, and you didn't kind of a thing. It's like now, whenever I can, I am getting together with people and stitching. I am making an effort to get outside my comfort zone and stitch with people. Whether that's going up to Acorns, going to Starlight Stitchery in Corvallis, going to another one that's in Lebanon that just opened close to my home, going to the Eugene Stitch and Bitch. You know, I mean, I do my Sundays with Michelle and Chelsea. But like, that's what this experience has made me feel and made me think about, is there is something like magical. And I don't even know, and this sounds like so hokey, I know, but like, if you're a religious person, there's something spiritually filling about being around people who share similar interests as you, right? In anything, you know, your profession, your religion, especially your hobbies, sports, you know, I mean, anything. And so, like, when you go, and I think a lot of it too is like, so, oh, sorry, I gotta get situated, y'all. I'm cold, I'm hungry, but I'm full. You know what I mean? Like, you're fulfilled. You have this, like, go forth and stitch kind of a feeling because your stitching bucket of being around people is completely full. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a children's book that's called, like, Fill Your Bucket, which is all about, like, getting, like, those positive experiences to, like, help you grow as a person. And so that is really, I mean, besides the amazing people that I met, the great amount of stitching that I got done, the you know, experiences I had going to the attic and just hanging out and talking with people, not about stitching things, about our lives. Those experiences has made me want to seek that out more often, if that makes sense. Because if you have the financial means, if you have the time to do it, if you have the want to do it, try to make a stitch-in, a retreat, a meetup, something happen for you to help fill up your cup with happiness. Because it's not just like, oh, I'm going to go get some stitching done. It's full-blown happiness. And So if you leave this video, if you click off right now and only watch going on 7 minutes of what will probably be about an hour-long video, not including everything else I've done, like this image right now that you will see of me with my hair up in a glob, which is usually how I do it, let's be honest, and a sweatshirt and a blanket, this will be an hour long, because I got a lot to show you. But if you leave now and get one thing out of my video, it's that try to make it work. I obviously understand if you can't. Not everyone has the time and the opportunity and the availability and the money to go to a retreat or to do a stitch-in or whatever. If you can, do it. Because your heart and your soul will be happy when you do. If you don't have something around you, see if you can do it online. Like, I mean, yes, part of the cool thing was seeing things stitched in person and meeting someone in person. But if you need that, set aside, you know, every other weekend for 4 hours or 3 hours, you know, you and a couple other people, you all Skype together and you stitch, and then you have those fun conversations that don't have to be about stitching at all. They can be about totally other things, but you get that filled. You know what I mean? So anyways, woohoo! Back from Stitch Shenanigans. So excited, you guys. Like, it was amazing. Now I want to go to every Stitchin' meet-up group and every retreat that there ever is. Well, I want to go to some of them. Not all of them, because that would be insane. But most of them. So I'm going to go through some things relatively quick, only because I did kind of briefly show them in the past. So I won't re-show, well, I don't know, maybe I will re-show all my stuff. I'll just kind of go through it quick. So first things first, I will show you what we got as like retreat gifts. So the first day we all got, oh see, and I wasn't prepared because I had everything in my piles from when I filmed this video the last time. Okay, so when we checked in Friday morning, we got a bag with our Stitch Shenanigans chart, and it was designed by Arlene Cohen at Works by ABC. We got a list of all of the attendees and their YouTube channel and their Instagram handle. And then we got a miniature Pepe, because it wouldn't be a McKenna retreat without Pepe making an appearance. And Pepe was there the entire weekend, by the way. Just to let y'all know. Then later that day, she handed out these amazing, because I love lavender, little handmade sachets of lavender. They're super cute. And then she gave us all crystals that she had got when she went on her trip to San Francisco that were from, I think, the San Francisco Opera House. I think that's what she said. I assume they were all on some chandelier or something like that. But from there. So I'm going to make a scissor fob with that for sure. So then yesterday, the last day, right? No, Saturday. Saturday evening, kind of before everybody like broke for dinner and that kind of stuff. She, you know, kind of did a little like, because there were some people that had to leave like 5 a.m. Yesterday morning, and so they weren't really going to be around. She, you know, thanked all of us for coming, and she's amazing. Like, she's just amazing. The retreat was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. The location was amazing. You could tell that she put in a lot of time in thinking about how her guests would you know, because like she went home every night, you know, and like slept in her own bed and, you know, saw her family. But like for the rest of us who we were there, you know, like she wanted to make sure that we had great accommodations. She wanted to make sure that we had, you know, restaurants around us that we could walk to. The attic, you know, was a short distance away. The hotel was nice. There was space for us. There was these older guys who were doing some kind of event, I don't know, who kept like walking in and being like, what are you guys doing? It's like, okay, obviously like we don't come into your place, like stop walking over to us, but whatever. And of course, now that I'm back in the Willamette Valley, my allergies have just reappeared again, which is lovely. So anyways, McKenna, thank you. You are amazing for putting this on. I might be a little biased because this was my first retreat, but it was absolutely amazing. It was amazing. The first time's always your best, right? So this will be the best that I ever have. It's all downhill from here. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, so Saturday mid-afternoon, she kind of went through, we did like our raffle and all that kind of stuff. And so then she just kind of made, you know, her little announcements thanking all of us for coming, and we were like, no, thank you. So, and then she gave us kind of some more gifts, which I was not expecting, which was like so sweet and so thoughtful that I loved it. So she gave us each a skein of impressions, and it's the like silk and wool blend. We each got one, and then after everybody was done, her boys came around and let us pick some more. So I got those 3 strands, and this is Faded Linen. This one is Morning Mist, and then this one is, what was that saying? Sandstone. So those are the 3 that I got, and I'm excited because I've never had these before. I'm a noob when it comes to things like this, so I'm excited to stitch with these. I think it'll be really cool. I'll have to ask Michelle how the heck I stitch with these, but she'll just shake her head and be like, "Oh, Emmy, you're so naive." Then she made us beeswax floss conditioners, and she made a bunch of ones in the shape of a cactus. She made flamingos, and she made penises. So of course I had to get the penises, because how can you not go, or how can you go to a Stitch Shenanigans and not get a penis? Then she got us all little Ort jars. So there was a ton of probably thrifted little glass jars. They either had screw-on tops or like the sealed, like push-down tops to put our Orts in. So that was very cute. And she said it was really cool. She's like, I tried to find you guys things that you guys could use. It wouldn't just like go sit on your shelf or whatever. And I appreciated that because I didn't have an Ort jar. I don't have an Ort keeper. I rarely, besides my Sunday stitching, I don't go to other places and stitch. I have my big Ort jar, which is like a big mason jar that I keep all my thread in when I sew, when I stitch, everything. But I don't have a little one. So I was very appreciative of that. She also gave us, these were needle minders. Unfortunately, she did run out of magnets, which was okay, because another thing she got us, she had these all handmade. How adorable is that? It's a pin cushion. It's like soft and squishy, but you guys, it's hand crocheted. Like, look at that. Adorable, right? In like a mini terracotta pot. So, Sue, who I was sitting next to for most of the retreat, pretty much all the retreat, let's be honest, she also didn't get a magnet one. She's like, you know what, it's okay because I'm just going to glue this right here. And I was like, Sue, you're a freaking genius, because I think that is so cute. Then you can always remember where it's from. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to glue that right there. I'm so excited about. And then Jen, Jen Gonzalez from jgsquareddecals.com made every single person a decal. So that is super cool. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I'm going to put it someplace sweet. So that was what we got from the retreat. And like I said, it was much more than I was expecting. I didn't care. I didn't care if I got anything at the retreat. I just wanted to be there stitching with people. So that was all extra for me. Okay. Then I bought 4 needle minders from people who were there. So the first was Jen from Delicious Threads. And I showed you guys this the other night. But I bought a 3 of Hearts, or 3 of Hearts. I read tarot, so it's concerning at me. 3 of Swords and Edgar Allan Poe, because I love Poe. I love me some Poe. Bought those from her. And then I also found 2 from Jennifer Bardazzulli, which is What Are You Doing Studio. So I'll try to put her stuff. And so I bought those 2. Try to put her info up there. This one, Elena also bought. I don't know Elena's YouTube. Whatever. I'll find it because we're like besties now. We are future past roommates because if we would have known each other, we would have been roommates in our lives. And we're going to be sisters if either of our sisters ever die. Or, just why not? Because we're cool like that. No, but Olivia was there, and that's Elena's sister, and she was also super lovely and wonderful. But I'm stealing your sister, Olivia, all right? I'm stealing her. So we got those to commemorate our future past roommate status. Okay, next, freebie table. So, I'll just kind of quickly go through this because I don't think I got anything else on Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember. I don't think I got anything else. So I'll just quickly kind of remind you guys. So I got 2 skeins of Mosal's Autumn Meadow, which look like that. They're really pretty, actually. I got some Thread Heaven. These were made, and I don't know who made these. So if you made these or if you know who made these, please comment down below because these were stunning. She put a bunch of scissor fobs on the freebie table. Look how pretty that is, you guys. It's, first of all, it's heavy. I mean, this is like a nice scissor fob. And the amount of beads and stuff that she has on there, like, oh my gosh, you guys. So this one had a crescent moon, a starburst, and then a really cute little unicorn. So I was really excited. This was like one of my favorite freebie pickups the entire weekend. Then I also got 2 things of hand-dyed fabric that I found. So this is a, hi baby, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? She's so protective of nothing. It's hilarious. So this is a 14 count Serenity Blue. It's a bookmark size. It says Carla Roland Woods. So I'm assuming it might just have been a personal. But how gorgeous is that, right? I was thinking like a really pretty like Simple Mermaid or something on there. Oh, gorgeous. And then you could just stitch the sides like in a blanket stitch or something. Ooh, or you could like quilt it onto something. I don't know. We'll see. So that was gorgeous. I love that color. And then it was a Fabrics by LJ. And this was a 28 count linen. 17 by 27 and it's mandarin. And this also was really pretty, coloring. So that one is also stunning. Whoop. All right. And then I got a bunch of just plain white or cream, 6 or 18 count and 22 count heart hanger, that I'm planning on dyeing. So anytime I can pick up just like plain white or whatever fabric, I do, because I can dye it. So yeah, I got an 18 count like white, an 18 count cream, and then both a white and a cream of the 22 count heart hanger. And then, oh, I forgot I got these too. So red and a green. 14 count Ada. So that was the fabric that I got. And I'm always up for new fabric, or some blank fabric. So if y'all want to get rid of fabric, well, let me know. I'll take it off your hands. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so then charts and things from the freebie table. I got Dickens Christmas Village, and that was by Douglas Designs. Spelling Bees by Twisted Threads. This is a Floba bag. I don't even know. Bayview Publishing. I don't know. But I got it because I love all these motifs. So I would love to be able to stitch some of these apples, some of these snowmen and winter ones, the flowers, hearts, cherries, and patriotic stuff. I love it. So I got that guy. This is Erica Michaels, Teacher's Heart. And let's be honest, I got this one for the pencil, because the pencil is freaking awesome. I also got a bunch of alphabets. Sorry, guys, I'm cold. That's why I keep pulling this up. So I got this Leisure Arts 120 alphabets. I have been in like an alphabet phase because I've been starting to create more and more charts and do some designing, and I like to get inspiration from alphabet scripts and stuff. Then I got a script alphabet, and then an A to Z alphabet. And then I got this Cross Stitch and Country Craft, because look at this chart, you guys. I got it for this. That's freaking awesome. Oh my gosh, you guys, I loved it. Loved it. And then I have one of her books, but this one was just too good to pass up. It's the Donna Coolers 555 Christmas Cross Stitch Designs. It was in awesome condition. So, that was my freebie table pickup. And I was super duper excited about that. So, I then went to a fabric store, actually, and purchased some fabrics I'm excited about to make some project bags with. So, first one is this gorgeous Tula Pink raccoon. And then to go with that one, I'll just drape these across me. I got this, it really is burnt orange. It shows up kind of red. Little starburst to be that accent fabric. And then I obviously needed a Stitch Nanigans one. So I got this Saguaro, I can't remember. Saguaro Cactus fabric. And then with that, I'm going to do this kind of sandy, simple pattern. It's a tan or a yellow. And then, just for fun, because I freaking loved this, I just got a basic gray to go with it. But, yes please, rainbow! So I got that really cute one. And then I just got a basic gray fabric. So, super excited to make some bags out of those. Might be what I do today after I'm done with this. No, I need to do some laundry because I do go back to work tomorrow. I took today off of work. I took last Friday and Monday off of work. And today, Monday off of work, so. Okay, then the attic. So, I'll go quickly through the attic stuff. I did get some more fabric on Saturday when I went back. So I kitted up, which I should have just thought about it more because I intended to kit up Fate when I was there, and I totally forgot to take the chart with me. So I kitted up Fate, Your Fate Awaits. Oh, there we go. By Color and Cotton. This was Stitchy gifted to me, but it is spoken for, so no, if you're gonna ask. So I'm stitching it on my hand-dyed, I'm calling this like Blackberry, I think, with my House of Meng needleminder. And I got all the called for colors, and they were all just in DMC. So I got all the called for colors except for the one for the border. Now they had a DMC that you could get for the border, or they said you could get the Gentle Art Bone. Well, I didn't like the Dye Lot of Bone that the attic had. So it wasn't what I was feeling. So I ended up picking up a skein of oatmeal and a skein of antique lace. And I don't know which one I'm going to use. I really like the oatmeal, but the antique lace is also, the variegation is super, super pretty. So I will probably, I'm not going to lie, I'll probably end up going with antique lace because I really, really like this. But then I was like, okay, and a skein of oatmeal, like, it's not like I'm not going to use it. So I kitted that up. And then I wanted to kit up the chart that we all got the first day. So, oh, and then we got these corner gauges. That was like our gift. If we said we were here for the retreat, we got a little gift. So I am not an orange person. I don't know if it's because the color just doesn't look good on me, or because all growing up our rivals were Oregon State and they are black and orange. I don't know what it is. I've just never been an orange person. So for our Stitchnanigans design, I got orange because I wanted it Southwestern-y. I wanted it Arizona-ish. Who's messaging me? I don't know. So I ended up getting a 37 count Legacy Bittersweet Berry. I don't know how this is bittersweet berry at all. Let's be real. But it's a gorgeous, like, it's a pretty orange. I don't like wearing orange. I don't really have orange in my house, but there are some really pretty burnt oranges. Like the orange that I got that matches that raccoon fabric. Like, they're almost the same color. It's like that burnt orange, which is very Southwest to me. That when I think of the Southwest, I think of Arizona and, you know, the desert and that kind of stuff. This is what I think of. I gotta sneeze. Oh, I hate allergies, you guys. Like, I hate them. I just hate them. They're so annoying. Okay, so to stitch the Stitchnanigans in, I got Peanut Brittle. And it's just the classic Colorworks. I am then going to add some little cacti in chives. And I think these are going to look fantastic together. I will take a picture because I think it's going to be really cute. I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to embrace Arizona. I think it's going to be wonderful. I got those at the attic day 2. I also picked up a 37 count Legacy Wild Honey. And this is, it's a really pretty neutral, but it has some kind of pink undertones, which you probably can't really see, but Yeah, it's really pretty. It's definitely a neutral, but it looks, like I said, it has some pinky undertones, which I liked a lot. Then I saw this color and I was like, oh my gosh, you guys, I don't have a ton of fabric, so I didn't feel bad about buying a couple pieces of fabric if I really liked the color. So this is a 32 count Lakeside vintage river willow, which I thought was stunning. Oh my gosh, you guys, I hope you can see that, and I hope it's not like washed out, but like, ooh, y'all, real pretty, real pretty. Again, I have no project in mind for this, but I don't even care. It's just pretty to look at. Then I got a 36 count vintage country mocha because I feel like it's a thing, you know? Like, you have to have vintage country mocha. You got to. So I just got a small piece of that. Find something to stitch on. I have a couple things I could use this for, so not worried about it. I have a couple things I actually purchased at the shop I could use it for. And then I was with Jen from Jen Crafts and Sue. Sue, I don't know your Instagram. I'll try to find it and link it below. And it was Sue's birthday on Saturday. And we were talking about count, and so I bought a piece of 40 count. So this is a 40 count. It's a Lakeside vintage sand dune. It's small. It's only 7.5 by 15. But I want to try to stitch on 40 count. There were a couple things that like shop models that they had stitched on 40 count that were super cute and just little. And so I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to stitch something on 40 count. So I'm going to do it, guys. I'm going to freaking do it. And goodness knows I bought enough charts to do it. So that's the fabric that I bought. So then I'll show you the one chart that I bought quickly, and then I'll go through all of them. So this is the one chart that I bought on Saturday. It's Morning Walk. This is one of the ones that I was thinking actually to do on the 40 count. So freaking cute, you guys. It's a Scarlet House. And then I got a couple other Scarlet House. I got Schoolhouse Sampler, which again is adorable. And then the Queen's Garden. I might do this one on the 40 count. Oh, I just think it's so cute. Yeah, the motto was stitched on 40 count, so maybe I'll do that. And then I got this Mermaid's Garden by the Blue Flower. Freaking amazing. Awesome. And then I did get the Roveris. It's just called Skeleton. But this is what I'm going to stitch for my sister and her new husband. I'm excited about that one. And then this is the Fairy Wool in the Wood. And it's Rain, Rain, Go Away. Which again, is so freaking cute. I love it. The little gnomes. Oh, adorable. And then I got two Carriage House samplings. I got Haunting Mermaid. Love that. Love, love that. And A Mind Independent and Free. And I love this sampler sentiment. I thought it was awesome. And then my big sampler is Three Things. And I will insert a picture of the shop model right here too, so you guys can see it. But isn't that gorgeous? Like, aren't the colors? And I'm pretty sure that they're called for colors because it's just called for DMC. So, yeah, stunning. So, So those were my attic purchases. All in all, I think I spent $200 with tax. Okay, so my total was $220, but I think each time I went, weirdly, I spent $110. And so I think some of that was tax. So I spent about $200, which is not, I mean, it's not bad. Like, obviously I could have got a lot more. So, and I was saving up for cross-stitch stuff for a long time because I wanted to go to Acorns. I didn't just want to like buy it from Michael's and Hobby Lobby and stuff. So I feel like it's okay that I bought some stuff. I do want to buy, so the whole reason why I went to the attic, sorry, I'm cold again. The whole reason why we went to the attic the second day was because literally as we were walking, like okay, pause. You guys will see in the videos that I post from my phone, that were before this, every wall is covered. Every wall, every inch of every wall is covered with, not even an inch, ouch, with stitched finished pieces. And so you could go in 4 times and that might be about the time where you're like, oh yeah, I remember that one. I saw that one. So we were literally walking out of the shop the first day on Friday when we went, and I saw a sampler and I was like, it wasn't a sampler actually, it was just a little stitched piece. And I was like, oh my gosh, I love that sentiment. It was really simple. The images and motifs were really simple and little. And I really liked it. And so I was like, okay, you know what? If people need to go back tomorrow, I'll go back. I had totally forgotten also that I wanted to kit up Fate. And so that was kind of like, okay, yeah, we'll go again. So I wanted to try to find that one. Unfortunately, they were sold out of that one, which is a bummer. So I'm going to try to find it in another place. There was another patriotic sampler that I wanted that they were sold out of. And then I asked them about Let Freedom Ring and they didn't have that one either. So, I mean, it was fine. I got, 1 out of 4. It was, I got one of them, so it was fine. And I didn't need all 4 of them. I wrote them down. I wrote the designers and the chart name down so I can find them again. But it's not imperative. Oh, and then there's another Scarlet House one. That's right, there was 5. There was another really cute Scarlet House one that I saw that I really liked. I was on like a Scarlet House binge, you guys, without really even knowing it. Because a lot of the times I don't necessarily look at the designer. I just look at the chart. And so when I was going through my stuff, I was like, wow, I got 3 Scarlet House charts. But anyways, whatever. So yeah, that was all. I don't even know like where to begin, you guys. I met some truly wonderful people. Like I said, Elena, you're fantastic. Cassie was amazing. We had a lot of fun together. Jen from Jen Creates was awesome. Who else did I meet? Jennifer from Delicious Threads. Trisha from 3L Threads, I think. I can't remember. I'm going to butcher all these shop names, you guys. I'm so sorry. Who else was in there? So Sue. My roommate Rachel was phenomenal. Who else? Olivia was super nice and fantastic. There were so many, you guys. Like, so many. Yeah. So many. And the cool thing was, so one of the cool things that I liked about this retreat in particular, it was I think in compared to other, bigger name retreats, which I have never been to, I felt like this was kind of intimate. I felt like there were people who were, FlossTube famous, who were just sitting at every table. you know, like I said, I didn't wander around as much as I would have liked to or should have, because I probably should have been standing up more often than I did. So I didn't meet everybody, but the people that I came in contact with, the people that I was around, were super, super nice. Oh, I do have one thing though. I was literally standing next to Christine, talking to McKenna about something that her son did, which was adorable. And I didn't introduce myself. And we were like laughing and joking because what McKenna's son did was adorable. And Christine was right there. And I had like a brain fart and didn't introduce myself. And I felt dumb, stupid. But anyways, so Christine, you were lovely as well. If you even watch this. I'm saying this like you guys actually watch my videos, but let's be honest, like, no. Anyways. So who else was there? I don't even know. There was a lot of people there. There was a lot of familiar faces. Like, I knew a lot of people did floss tubes. But yeah, they were just awesome. Who else? Oh, yeah, I don't even know. I have such a brain fart. If they were there and they're like a floss tuber, you guys will know. That's how I'll do it. Yeah, and I was joking with Michelle I was joking with Elena and Cassie because mainly Cassie, I think. But again, I can't remember who I was freaking talking to this stuff about. So the only reason why I went was because of Michelle, right? Because she was the one who was like, hey, McKenna, let me know that she has extra openings if me and Chelsea wanted to come. So the only reason I was there was because Michelle was there. So I didn't want her to feel like she had to like make sure I was having a good time, because retreats are mainly, like, especially foster retreats, are for people to get together and see each other that they haven't seen in a while. And obviously Michelle has been doing this a lot longer than I have. She has made a lot of connections and she's made a lot of really great friends. So I didn't want her to feel like she had to like come sit by me and miss out on reconnecting with some of her friends. So thankfully, she had gotten there early and we had just, by chance sat at different tables, which was amazing because then I ended up sitting next to Elena and Cassie, and they were fantastic people. Everyone was fantastic, but like they were like ultra fantastic. So yeah, and so I was fortunate that she didn't feel like she had to do that, because I felt comfortable enough being like, no, girl, like, go do you. Like, we both paid for the same retreat. Like, you paid to come here and hang out with your friends, not make sure I was okay. So go do you. I mean, we sat together a couple different times just then, like, when she was up and moving around, little social butterfly. So yeah, it ended up being totally fine. But I also felt like everyone was so welcoming and so friendly that, you instantly make friends. And that's why I think it's so important for people, if you have the opportunity to go out and go to a retreat or go to a stitch-in, because you make friends so quickly, like so quickly. And so, yeah, that's my 100% recommendation is, again, if you get anything out of this video, it's that try to meet up with people digitally. Welcome to my life. Jin, there's no one there. There's nobody there, baby. Come here. You want treats? I had bugles. Here. Come get a treat. Yeah, you're such a good attack dog, but you're fine. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah, see, you're fine. You're on a high alert. You're fine. All right, go check it out. You're fine, baby. Okay, so this is what happened. She was asleep in the hallway. And when she has a bad dream, she wakes up like on high alert. And yeah, see, you're fine, baby girl. And it takes her, like, walking around, like, being all protective to make sure that everyone in the house is fine. It's just me and her right now. So, anyways, it's funny. But anyways, like I was saying, if you can, try to meet up with people. Try to, you know, get together with people, you know, whether it's, you know, you have a Skype session with 4 other ladies that you've been following on Instagram and they're relatively new, or, you know, looking on Facebook, looking on, you know, meetup.com to see if there's people that meet in your area. And if there isn't anybody that meets in your area, see if there's at least other Stitchers that are relatively close and you guys can find, you know, like a middle ground kind of a place. But just try. If you leave my video with anything, just to try. Because now I know that filling up my soul and filling up my, you know, my being with people who enjoy the same things I do and being able to converse about those hobbies and those joys is wonderful. It's a wonderful feeling. Because let's be honest, like, cross stitch, yes, like, it's a hobby for most of us, but it's also something that brings us a ton of joy. Like, I have some hobbies that I really like, and they bring me joy in the moment. It's like video games, right? I love playing video games. But the day after I play video games, I can't go back and look at what I've created. You know? Does that make sense? So, and I think that's with any kind of crafting, there's that second layer of, yes, while I'm completing this project, it's bringing me joy. But then also I get to look at it, or also I get to see someone's face when they open up this gift. And that's a different kind of joy than anything else, I think. And it's important. It's important for your soul. It's important for your brain and your, you know, to be happy and to have those disconnections from, you know, not like complete disconnections from your family or your job. Like, obviously you can't abandon those things just to cross stitch. But you need to take time for yourself. And if there's one thing that I've learned in mental health, and in doing a complete career change, it's that you have to be able to be happy and you have to be able to find happiness in what you're doing. And if you're not finding happiness in what you're doing, you need to think about changing it. And that's not, you know, hopefully that's not something new to you, if that makes sense. So for me, stitching has become something that has brought me into this world of really amazing, supportive people. And when I'm having a bad day, I know that I can go on to Instagram or Facebook and look at some of the groups that I'm in or some of the people that I follow and get that happiness back, because I know that they are feeling the same way about their stitching that I feel about my stitching, which is a very positive thing for the most part. When I have to frog, obviously, I'm not too happy at it, but you know what I mean. Anyways, sorry, that got really heavy towards the end, and I'm sorry, I apologize. But I think it's something that we all need to hear every once in a while, you know? And the mental health professional in me just feels like I need to say that. So anyways, I'm going to go do some laundry because I need to do laundry real bad before I go back to work tomorrow. And then I'm just going to clean a little bit and I'm going to stitch, because I really want to start some things. I want to start Fate. I might start my Stitchinanigans piece. We'll see. I'm excited. I'm excited where I'm at right now. I'm excited about where I'm going. I also want to sew a bunch of project bags and crime guards because I want to get that Etsy shop up and going. And yeah, that's all, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, this was a long one, so if you are here till the end, thank you. Michelle, thank you for letting me know about Stitchinanigans. McKenna, thank you 100 times over for putting on an amazing retreat. It was awesome. It was fantastic. And yeah, that's all, guys. All right, I will see you next time, hopefully next week. Oh yeah, I was going to show you my stitching. That's right. I'll come on another day and show you my stitching because I did get some stuff done, but it might just be easier to do next week. We'll be good. All right. Yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Bye.